Hey Taurus, welcome to your general tarot reading. This reading is going to be for December 2021. As I start shuffling and preparing the deck for your reading, if you guys want to go ahead and check out that description box below, you'll find all the information you need down there. Also down there is a link to my Etsy shop if you're interested in gemstone jewelry. I hand make all the items myself and there's free shipping on every item. Make sure you guys check that out. So Taurus, today we're going to be pulling two different oracle cards from two different decks, and then we will be pulling your tarot for you to get your messages for what you need to know, what's coming in December. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started here. Taurus, if by chance you're looking for further guidance, take a look at your playlist. There's many timeless readings there for you. Spirit, we ask for the highest messages and guidance for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay, we have air, number 13, fly free, breaking down to a number 4. Fly free. Definitely being set free from something. All this blue here, right away I get emotions. You may be setting yourself free from specific emotions you've been holding on to. There's, you know, it's in the sky. We have this white here, these white birds, the white clouds. I almost get like a purity from this, like a purification of emotions. Also with this, it's almost like a diamond here in the middle of this card. I'm getting something about speaking. It's connected to your throat chakra. So maybe finally speaking your truth. Some of you, I get that you've actually been speaking out loud how you feel. So a lot of you that have some pent-up emotions or trauma that has happened, things like that. It's almost as if you're taking the time out to voice how you're feeling. Not necessarily to people around you or people that you're close to, but it's almost like I get the feeling of isolation. So you're learning or getting yourself to take time out for yourself, and in that space where you're alone, when you allow this release of emotions, you're speaking out loud too. So this could be speaking out loud to a loved one. It could be maybe that's passed over. Or it could be speaking out to your angels or your guides or your ancestors or just the universe or even just to yourself. But I get this intense like releasing of emotions through speech, through allowing yourself this time to allow these emotions to surface and be released. It takes a lot of strength to do that, Taurus, also. I just want you to know that, to give yourself that time to have that release, to give yourself that space and time to feel those emotions. You know, because a lot of times when we go through really heavy things or hurtful things, we try to block them out, we try not to feel them. But it's almost like this intense energy that you feel like you have to feel those emotions. It's like you need this time to release it. You need this time to feel what you're truly feeling. And in doing that, you're releasing it. You're healing yourself. It's a purification. Very intense energy. All right, what else for Taurus, please? Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So we have the moth. Now the moth is another form of a butterfly here, and kind of what I'm getting here is through this emotional release, this is your transformation. It doesn't feel as though you know exactly what light is to come, what positivity is to come, what changes are to come in your life. through this release, but it's almost like you can't hold on to the darkness anymore. Your body, your soul, your mind, your heart won't allow you to hold on to these traumas, to this emotional turmoil any longer. It's like a moth being attracted to light. Like, you know, they just fly right into fires. Say you're out camping and you light a fire. The moths literally fly right into it. Like they see that light and they cannot stop themselves from being attracted to it. This is the energy that I get from your intense need to emotionally heal and release yourself. It's like you cannot help but purposely make this time to have this emotional release, to allow yourself that time to get in touch and allow those emotions to come up. And what that is, what I'm getting like with the light, it's like Spirit is saying it's because it's your time to have that burden lifted from you. It's your time to feel positivity, to feel light, to feel love, to feel supported, to release these heavy, heavy emotions. And it's sorry, I'm getting really emotional because it's very intense what you have been feeling. And so it's just too much for one person to handle. And so you are being like literally your soul, it's almost like an override of your ego, of your physical body. Your soul needs this healing. And so there's no other thing that you can do but allow this emotional release. Now, for those of you that are trying to fight this and you feel yourself in that darkness and you're trying to block those emotions out, you're going to be having a lot more breakdowns over tiny things. You're going to find yourself crying at inappropriate times, or in the middle of functions, or the middle of the day. Maybe you're just working and all of a sudden you start crying, you know, because you're overcome with emotions. That's why it's so important for those of you that are trying to fight this emotional release to make sure you're making time for that private time, for that privacy and emotional release, because otherwise it's going to come out anyways. Your soul, your body, your mind, your heart doesn't want to hold on to this emotion anymore. It needs to be let out. So it's very important that you take the time, you make that time to have your privacy for that emotional release, okay? For those of you also who have been having a lot of breakdowns, a lot of depression, trouble sleeping, crying out of the blue, things like that, that's your body literally telling you that this is what's going on, that there needs to be this emotional release. It's too heavy, you can't hold on to it any longer. All right, so let's pull some tarot here for you, Taurus. I'm also getting with this moth here, the colors. So it's yellow and green. It's like as that emotional, you allow the emotional release of this energy, this emotion, it's like it unblocks your personal power, your ambition, your desire, your will and need to survive, to find light again, to find love again, to find happiness and joy again. And so as you continue to allow those emotional releases, the stronger you will feel, the more control you will start to have over your emotions, over the things that are happening in your life. So extremely important to give yourself that time. All right, what else for Taurus? Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. One more. So we have the Eight of Cups. Again, emotional release is what I'm hearing. This is you taking that step, leaving things behind, freeing yourself from the baggage of the past. The Seven of Pentacles. The Two of Swords. Right under that Eight of Cups, we have death, transformation. Underneath that Seven of Pentacles, the Devil. And under that Two of Swords, the Ten of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is an energy of options, opportunities, and it can be an energy of confusion. I almost get with this card here, this is your underlying energy, Taurus. I feel like it's almost as if you are throwing your hands up and saying, okay, like, whatever has happened in my life, I had no control over it. It was traumatic. It was terrible. You know, things fell apart. And I'm not going to try to control anymore. Like, I have no control now. So just whatever is going to happen is going to happen. You know, it is what it is, universe. Bring it on. Like, I'm ready for change. I know I can't stay where I am emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually. Like, but I don't know where I'm going. I just know I'm not staying here. And it's like you're open to whatever the universe is going to bring in here for you. Whatever next step there is. Whatever the universe has in store. It's like, it's like a surrender, is what I get here in your energy. Like, deep down within, you are surrendering to what life has become for you. And whatever the universe has in store for you. So I want to start in the middle here, actually, with this Seven of Pentacles and the Devil. The Seven of Pentacles can be an energy of building something, putting in a lot of time and effort to bring something into fruition, to grow it, to nurture it, to care it. With this woman, though, she's sitting underneath this tree and she has all these pentacles around her and she's holding a basket of fruit. And I almost get that sensation, like you're surrounded by material things, but what you cling onto isn't that material thing. It's the thing that actually bears fruit. And we have this Devil here that clarifies it. Some of you, for those of you who say this is the ending of a relationship, maybe there was a breakup or the loss of a loved one, or I do feel it's connections because of how much emotion is invested into whatever it is. So whether it's a friend, intimate partnership, a family bond, whatever, it's almost like that part of your life is gone, or that relationship has disconnected. For some of you, it's going to be a breakup. Some of you, it's going to be a loss. Some of you, it's going to be because there was an argument or a fight. It's going to be different for everybody. But what I get here is that this woman is, you are surrounded by these things. So maybe that person left all their belongings at your house. Maybe you have all these pictures or all of these memories of this person that you're surrounded in. And it's like you're not holding on to those things. It's like whatever the meaning of this emotion is what you're holding on to. But it's almost like all of these things surrounding you, material things or memories, it's like it encloses you and keeps you holding on to that memory, keeps you holding on to whatever this fruit is, this relationship, this bond, this thing here. And we see that with the Devil, she's also holding a piece of fruit. I mean, I hope you guys can see that. She's holding this piece of fruit. So there is something in your current circumstance that you are holding on to, Taurus, that I want to say only makes the stronghold on you that much more. There's this need to break free of something, to get rid of something, to let go of something. Let's see. Let's go ahead and clarify that. Tell us about that Seven of Pentacles and the Devil Spirit. What is this? So you have the Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Wands, clarifying the Seven of Pentacles and the Devil. The Ace of Pentacles is something new, a new opportunity. Pentacle is something physical. And then you have this Four of Wands, which is celebration, community, coming together, stability. It's very interesting. What I get here with this is that there is new energy coming in, but the things that are surrounding you, whatever it is that you're holding on to that attaches you to this connection or this emotion or this person, there's something new that wants to come in. And it's almost like there's this fear of letting go of this thing or these things, that will make it really done. Okay, it makes it really final. And the thing here is, Taurus, and I'm sure no matter what this situation is for you, if this reading resonates, you know what it is that you're holding on to in relationship to this connection. Could be pictures, memories, something physical of the person's, maybe a joint bank account, something joint. Whatever it is, this ending, you're holding on to something that prevents you from stepping into the new. And so in December is your time to see the opportunity to move forward here, to create a more balanced environment, to set yourself free, to go into the light, to emotionally release yourself, okay? So we also have this Eight of Cups and Death, which, again, like I said before, this is that ending, walking away. It's like there's this battle, the battle of knowing you need to release, knowing you need to move forward, but there's this fear of letting go of something or some kind of memory or something attached to the connection that ended here. But Spirit is saying that now it is your time. It's time for you to go into the light. It's time for you to make a new life for yourself. It's time for you to move forward here, Taurus. There's better things out there for you. Keeping yourself surrounded by the past and keeping yourself in the past only prevents you from having an enjoyable future. And regardless of if you think the future can be enjoyable or not, it can. Just not in the same way that you've experienced joy before. It's going to come in a new form. And that's what Spirit's trying to bring into you, is a new form of joy. Now here with the Two of Swords and the Ten of Cups, this is definitely had to do with some kind of emotional bond with somebody. That Two of Swords, though, is somebody who can't see clearly. It's almost like they are blocking things out on purpose. Let's go ahead and clarify that. Tell us about that Two of Swords for Taurus, please. Yeah, so the Queen of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. This is exactly what holds you back. Taurus, I feel like you're afraid to heal emotionally. Sorry. I have a lot of water in my chart, guys, so the emotional aspect of feelings and stuff hit me really hard, so you'll just have to excuse me. What I get here is that, Taurus, you're afraid to allow yourself to move on. Emotionally, you hold yourself back because deep down you feel like if you heal, move forward, allow yourself to release the emotions, the connection, the objects tied to this person, you feel as though you're letting them down. You're betraying them, or it will hurt them in some way. Tell me about this Ten of Cups for Taurus, please. You have the Page of Cups and the Eight of Swords with this Ten of Cups. There's that fear that I was picking up on about allowing yourself to have a blank slate, allowing yourself to be free from the emotions, from the hurt, from the pain. This is a lot deeper of a message than I anticipated today, more than any other sign this week, Taurus. What I get here is that, Taurus, you're afraid. You're afraid to allow yourself to feel completely. You're afraid to let go. You're afraid to heal. You're afraid to have that emotional release. You hold yourself back because not only are you afraid of the pain, but you're afraid that if you allow yourself to heal, to move forward, that every time I keep getting choked up, every time I try to touch on this, you're afraid that that person will hold it against you, will love you less, will stop loving you, will stop caring about you, will stop visiting you, will stop, just stop. And I just want to tell you, no matter what this is, if this is a person you had to let go physically, a relationship that ended, somebody you lost that passed over, a very close friendship, that bond is always going to be there, Taurus. You can't take that away. Once you bond with somebody like that, it's not something that just dissipates. So the time that you have together now in this physical reality may be over, okay? But that doesn't mean it's going to be over forever. Whether, no matter what kind of loss it is, that person is going to be waiting for you, whether it's in another lifetime, when you pass over, they are always going to be around you. So do not feel like letting go of this person or releasing those emotions or finally cutting that tie or getting rid of the things that cause memories that bring you down. Don't feel like that is going to hurt them. Don't feel like you're doing something wrong, because you're not. You're not doing anything wrong. You owe it to yourself to move forward. No matter what the situation is, you owe it to your own life to love yourself enough to move forward. And that's exactly what Spirit needs you to do. And that's why there's such overwhelming emotions, why you keep having breakdowns or, just crying out of nowhere or having really intense dreams about this person or this connection. It's because those emotions are so intense. It's time to release it. And you're not letting the person go. You're not letting the bond go. You're not letting the love go. You're loving yourself enough to realize that you still have a life to live, regardless if that person's in it or not. But don't worry about allowing yourself to heal or step forward, because they will be there at the end. Whether it's next lifetime you spark up another relationship or you pass on and you meet them, they will always be there. Even if emotionally you allow yourself to heal, you allow yourself to move forward, they're still going to be there because you can't break that bond. And I think you need to know that, Taurus. No matter what, even allowing yourself to heal, they will still be there. Okay, very intense reading for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. I'll see you guys all next time.